Hey guys, it's Donnie,
And Sandra.
and we are at Plumtree Campground in Avery County, and we've been here. We're still here. We got one more night. It's been where we're staying 3 nights total, and it's been pretty much raining the entire time we've been here. A huge system has come through, and it's just been I mean, the rain has just been constant the entire time. It's really been making it hard for us to really get some good videos and some pictures of the campground. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something different. We were able to get a few pictures and a few videos, so we're going to overlay them as we are speaking. And I hope this can help you out, because I'm going to tell you right now, we try whenever we're reserving spots, campgrounds, and trying to reserve a spot and see and do enough research and find out, is this campground going to be good for us? We go to YouTube, and this campground here, we was not able to find a really good done video about the campground. People would just post things about their vacation for the most part, and they would make little comments about the campground, but they really wouldn't show anything significant so a viewer could get enough information to make a decision. And so that's what we want to do in this video here.
And this is a very diverse campground, so they have a little bit of something for everybody, every type of camper. So we really wanted to make sure that we showed that on the video. And the owners here have been super nice.
Yeah.
They have been you can tell they've been working really hard on making this campground a nice campground for everybody. And we just wanted to make sure that they got a really good review.
Yeah.
And you could see what they have to offer.
Yeah, that's good. So, and you guys too, also look at the reviews on their website. You know, we want to be fair and all. This is our review, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm really picky. We'll say that. I'm really picky. But these people, didn't they just buy this?
And the owner, Jed, said that he's had it for about 2 years now.
Really? 2 years?
Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say right now, I looked on GPS. I usually try to do a street view on GPS. By looking at that, they've done a lot of work just with the entrances. Now, what we're going to do is, if you'll notice the map on the screen here, we're going to point out certain things, and you're going to see pictures and videos overlay as we talk to them. But I did do a video. I did do a little short video about the entrance, and I really want you guys to notice this entrance, and we'll go ahead and we'll cut to that right now. Right here, really take note of this. This is the entrance. This is the entrance to the campground. They have a really steep grade. They send you an email and says that it's 12%, but I want you to notice something. Look at all these scratches. See all these scratches? And you can see some scratches even going up this way, probably because something broke. But look at all those scratches. That's where people have scraped. That is the reason why you want to be real cautious of your inclines and your dips in the road, and all that you have to take all that into play. You can see where somebody scraped here. And so we probably would have been okay. It would have been real close though. And so when you have a large camper, long camper, as soon as you go up on your end, the tail end is going to come down, even if you go up just a little bit, and it can be a significant thing. And so they said that they've had people rip out their tail end of their camper, but there's another entrance, a back entrance going this way, and it's flat, and that's where we came in at, and that's where we're at in the P section. And so, but really take note of this, guys. Don't just half-heartedly come up this hill here, or you may live to regret it. If you noticed, it is very steep. It is very steep. Now, I don't know of anything on their website that speaks about that incline.
But however, Jed did send an email a few days before we came telling us that it was about a 12%. It was a 12%.
Yeah, it's a 12% incline.
And that there was another way in, and for us to call before we got here.
Yeah, and he was really good. I mean, very nice, very courteous. But as you saw in that video, guys, you saw where people scraped. And they do warn. They do warn about that. And what was really amazing is that Jed was telling us that he would try to help people. whenever he saw a problem, and some of them wouldn't listen to him. And what happened is they would end up getting their campers really damaged pretty bad. Their back end would get ripped off. Parts of it would get ripped off pretty bad because they just didn't listen to, what they were trying to tell them. And so, that's one thing we hope that you get out of this is that, make your decisions on this. I mean, we put a lot of money into our RVs, and so we just want to make sure that the places we go can accommodate us without any injury happening to, our campers and our motorhomes. But
personally, I think they should take everybody up the back entrance just to not have a problem.
Yeah, if you notice on the map here, you'll go past that first entrance, and then it'll say second entrance. Well, right now, that entrance is blocked off. You can't use that one. The best one, and I wouldn't use the second entrance.
No.
It's got
an incline.
It's got a strong, incline. That's worse personally me. I think it's worse than the first one. But the back entrance is the best. And so,
and had we not come out the back entrance, we would not have seen the site that we have.
Yeah. And so now, and we're gonna get into that in just a minute. But the site that we're in right now is P3. P3, and very nice sites. They look new. They did an absolutely fantastic job with these sites. I am highly, highly pleased with where we're at. But once we got settled on our site here, we didn't really. I mean, we still had to do some leveling on it, and but guys, if you'll notice on these sites here, you can get a pretty darn long camper or RV in here. Class A could easily get in here.
Fifth wheels could easily get in here.
Fifth wheel, yeah.
Toy haulers, any of that could easily. I mean, and a vehicle would be able to fit.
And they have at nighttime they light up. It's a full hookup. That sewer, water, and electricity, and very easily everything went together real nice. I am highly pleased with it. They keep gravel. At the time we're staying here, they have a pile of gravel that they keep where they can just fill in here little areas here and there. And let me just say this, some of the problems that I noticed that they had as far as the roads here, it looks like that they are in the process of fixing some of them that I can tell. At least some of them that I can tell. It looks like that they are addressing this, and they said that it is still a work in progress. I can only imagine the amount of work that they would have to do with a place like this. But at any rate, guys, we got a few notes here, and we're hoping that we can at least cover all this. But one thing that we saw that really impressed us was the signs. The roads are really marked very well. They tell you where you can go and where you can't go. That means a lot. When you look at this map here.
Yeah, because it's like a system of loops.
It is a system of loops, like a big maze almost. But it is. I was really impressed with how well that they marked the signs and all. Cabins. There's a number of cabins. We did not go up and walk up on the cabins.
But Jim, the maintenance guy, told us that they all have a range, which is like a stove in them, except for one that just has a microwave. Yeah. And then the lodge is the biggest one, and they're working on it. It's going to be a 4-bedroom whenever they finish it.
Okay. The sea sites. This is something we really want y'all to understand here. If you'll notice on the map here, it looks like they got about 6 sites. For the sea sites, 2 of them are marked black. I'm not sure what that is. You might want to ask them about that. But these are only reserved seasonally. Seasonally. They only do it seasonally. And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons right now that they can only do that is because this is a really steep incline to this. And you can only get up to this by backing in. That's the only way you can do it, is backing in. And so if you'll notice on the video, I'm hoping that the video will show that. But this road is really not that smooth. It does have some low-lying areas. And
it's got 2 major dips.
2 major dips that I saw. And one of them has a washed-out area where water has washed it out. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I know my vehicle well. I would have dug out as soon as I hit that. And that dip also, my bumper would have been scraping the road going up.
If
I
you
just
have a
know
low
it.
clearance, it's probably not a good
Yeah,
idea.
if you got a low clearance, I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. Personally, me, unless you got a really small camper, I would avoid the C sections either until they pave it or they just do something different with that, because you have to back from the bottom all the way up, and it's not a straight shot up.
No.
So we noticed some people were complaining about that. Now, we were supposed to be in C3. C3, we didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know that that was the way it is. What happened is, in that email that they sent us, they told us that we were going to have to back up to our spot. If I would have known that, we never would have reserved that.
We like those sites though because they all have a deck on
They
it.
do have a deck. They're very nice sites, but the only thing is, you got to make sure that you're a good backer and that you got a good transmission when it comes to backing up, because you may have to reset yourself here and there. And so, just caution. Use caution in that area. They're beautiful sites. But then again, you better be a good a good maneuver with your camper. Now the reason we didn't stay in that C3 is because somebody was still in that spot when we arrived. So Jed rode us around in his golf cart. Again, very courteous, professional. Man, I'm telling you what, top-notch service.
Yes, and they allowed us to check in early as well.
Yeah, it allowed us to check in early because of the rain and all, and we were trying to beat the rain, and so when we got here, he drove us around and let us pick out another spot, and he told us of the spots that he highly recommended, and the one that I am in now, the P3 section, with the P section, the P3, he said this one would be a good one, and he was right on the money. And so, but the B sites, are pop-up, for pop-up campers and tents. Pop-up campers and tents. You'll notice that on the pictures there, that there is an elevated platform that you can put your tent at. This is really cool.
Yeah, they're very unique.
And they have electricity. I think they have water in some of them.
Electricity and water, yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
Because I did see a plug-in at the tent site. There's a
they
plug-in.
did.
Very well. They did a really good job with that area. Awesome. There's a zip line at present time of us staying here. It's not in use, but they do have a zip line, and it looks like it's some little area that you can walk around up there.
Yeah,
It's
there's like a little bridge, like a little obstacle course or something.
Yeah, it's high up in the trees. That would be cool. They have a hiking area and an area that you can use bikes in that certain in that vicinity.
And then
of
past
that.
the B section, there's the group tent
Yeah.
camping.
The showers and the laundry. We have facilities in our motorhome, so we didn't need the showers, but the showers look to be very clean. The bathrooms are small, but
Well, then they have another main one that's in the larger area over by the B section.
That's right.
Over by the B section, where the tents and the pop-ups, where people may not have restroom facilities, they have the bigger restroom there. And then over in the area where we are, there's the smaller one, and that has the laundry facility.
Okay. The laundry facility is you have to pay. It's
they
like
have a box on the wall, and you have to just put your money in that.
They call it the honor system.
Yeah, there's no like coin laundry. Okay,
that's the first time I've ever seen a campground do that.
Yeah,
because usually you have to put coins in or something like that. Who knows? They may move to something like that in the future. But they do have a little slot that you put it in, and then you go ahead and use and then they tell you how much the charges are for that. And so, but other than that,
one more interesting campsite thing they have here is the buddy campsite, or the group campsites, and they are 4 full hookup sites that are together, and they are in the lower left hand portion of the map right there, and one of them has a concrete pad. But there's a A1, A2, and A3. I wonder, is the AA the concrete pad? Yes, that's the concrete pad.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, so you can have your if you're
A4 is what that means.
A4.
Yeah,
that's
A4.
the last one over is the concrete pad. But if you've got a family, like your kids have campers, or you have some friends that y'all want to go camping together, y'all can all have that area. They're very nice, and each one is individualized also, like you're not right on top of each other. There's like trees and woods in between.
Other than that, guys, that's about it. We hope this has been educational for you, very informative. That's at least what we try to do. I'm telling you right now, I was frustrated looking on YouTube or anywhere trying to get any type of review from a fellow RVer about the campground. They just didn't do any.
No.
Didn't do, and what they showed, it just was very menial.
Yeah.
And so, we try to give a fair review on it, the bad and the good. And so not everybody seems to take our bad that well. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you've got yourself a high dollar RV, you want to make sure that the campground you're going to can really accommodate you. You don't want any surprises.
Yeah.
And so, but this place here seems to be able to accommodate you if there's an issue or a problem. Mm-hmm. They're really, in 2 years, I'm really surprised and shocked on how the things that they've been able to do compared to what I've read on either in the reviews or I've seen in GPS, because the GPS showed them having a gravel entrance and the roads really look bad. Well, right now, all that's paved.
Yeah.
All that's paved now. Though people still scratched, they must have not have taken the warnings too well. But other than that, it is called Plumtree Campground. And they do have fruit trees on site, but not one of them are plum trees.
They're apple and pear trees.
They're apple and pear trees. And so they said they need to get some plum trees out there since they're called Plumtree Campground. But the plum trees...
it's on Plumtree. It's on what, Big Plumtree Drive or something?
Yeah.
So that's why...
The apples and the pear trees seem to be taken care of very well. And so this place has got it going on, guys.
They have a stocked fish pond on site. I believe it's $15 for permit, and it's 2 fish limit.
Okay.
So
other than that, guys, we hope you enjoy it, and we hope you have a safe trip out here. And you guys take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.